What is up? Let's try that again. What is up, everybody? Total Storms coming in once again with yet another major weather update. Um, as always, let's turn my phone on low battery saver. There we go. Don't want to die midstream. Well, my phone. I don't want my phone to die midstream. But yeah, with that being said, once I start to see people starting to fill in here, that's when we'll start to get talking about all this weather going on. And I'm going to probably try to recap some of this weather that happened yesterday, too, because crazy stuff. One of the craziest outbreaks in a long time. So, yeah, you best believe talking about that one. I might try to do a more extensive forecast or whatever later today. Um, on whether I got time or not, because believe it or not, I'm actually kind of busy today, which is unusual. But yeah, I am actually kind of busy today. Plenty of things going on in the life of Dakota Storms, I guess. So, but yeah, I'll still definitely make sure that I got time. I made sure to get time so I can go live for you guys today, for all you guys interested in what I got to say today. So, um, like I said, we'll wait a little bit till we see our first person in here, and so that I'm not just talking by myself. And then we'll just get right into it and start going over absolutely everything going on. Oh, that was a curve right there. Okay, no problem, no problem whatsoever. I was wondering, did I keep this on private? I might have accidentally kept the stream on private. We'll see. If we don't see anybody in like 20 seconds, then I'm gonna know that I accidentally kept this one on private. So hopefully that's not the case, because it would take like 10 seconds to fix it, but it'd just be a little bit inconvenient, you know. No, did I do that? No, I think about it. I might have not changed it. If we get to like the 3:30, 4 minute mark, then now I'm just gonna accidentally put this stream on private, and in that case, I'd have to restart the stream if that's the case. I've not seen anybody in here yet, so now I'm really starting to wonder. Let's see. This is my private. Oh, okay. I see some people in here. So I guess I'm not on the private viewing. But what's up, everybody? It's Dakota Storms. I'm going to go over a bunch of the weather stuff, and basically, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to shoot them in the chat. Tommy Bears 22 says hi. Ruas says hi. Jasper Juarez says hello. I'm going to watch for 10 minutes. I really appreciate it. Usually I get people in here for 3-4 minutes. They kind of come in and come out at a flow. What's up? Right now, I'm just going to give you guys a quick weather update about today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, because believe it or not, guys, we are under the gun again for tornado outbreaks for the next 3 days. And believe it or not, it's going to be for the same areas, too, that have already been impacted. Today, for our risk area, we got around that Memphis area. We got a 10% significant. We have a 10% significant parameters for tornadoes. So that means we'll probably likely see some large tornadoes in size, intensity, potentially like EF2 or 3s. Speaking of yesterday, those two huge story tornado, the Lake City tornado, and I believe it was Shelma tornado. Those both at a EF3 intensity tornadoes. The one in Lake City was 150 miles per hour, and the one in Shelma, I believe, was 160. So keep your eyes on that. That was just the initial reports. They may change. We'll have to see. Really, that's crazy. And where? That was in Arkansas, Lake City, Arkansas, and Oh, where was the other one? The other one might have been Arkansas too. The Shelma. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, there is a all hazards are on the table for today. Like I said, 10% significant tornado risk. We have a 30% risk for damaging wind. What is going on here? Why is the traffic so crazy? Get a load of this. That is insane. I don't know what is going on here, or what did I get into? What the heck? Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted, guys. I just don't know what we're doing. Why is there so many people? Anyway, I should get back to the weather. Um, but tomorrow, we all are already looking at a moderate risk for severe weather. Basically, this one is going to be tornado oriented. So, guess what? That means we could likely see another tornado outbreak once again. And it's just been brutal because these same areas have been getting hit over and over and over, just repeat after repeat. And unfortunately, I don't see any near end in sight. So obviously, if you guys are in those areas, be ready, be prepared, and get ready for it to get busy. And yeah, I think that was a track meet over there. But anyway, back to the stop again. I'm getting sidetracked once again. Um, in other news, we also have a day 3 enhanced risk, and although we don't all quite yet what that one is going to be for. Um, what's up, Eram Khan? I'm going over all this insane weather. This insane weather. And like I said, as always, if you guys have any other things to comment or say, should feel free to do so. I I'll answer everything that I can. Love from India. Appreciate you, man. Believe it or not, I actually get quite a few people watching from India. So you're actually not the first one, believe it or not, but hopefully not the last one either. I love when I get the people all around the world watching me. Obviously, I don't understand like what makes people like all over the world like to me, but I really appreciate it. In case you guys are wondering, I'm from North Dakota, uh, so way far away from India, way far away. But also, let's see. Here's what's something else we could probably talk about too. Along with these repeated severe weather outbreaks and tornado outbreaks, there is one other big problem that's been starting to surface, and that right there is what we call flash floods. A lot of these areas who are getting pounded by these storms is also under the risks for flash floods and all of that. And they had a risk, I believe, issued yesterday. I don't know if there's still a high risk in issue as of right now, April 3rd at 5:03 or 5:02 Central Time. I have no idea if that one's still running. I believe we still do have flash flood warnings in those areas. So obviously, a lot of that destruction that um, we're seeing a lot of tornado destruction, and then we're seeing a lot of flash flooding destruction. So it's just a dual threat, horrible event for those guys over there. Obviously, prayers up to them. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just basically, loving life, and trying to get you guys some amazing weather update and com. Wow, that was hard to say for some reason. Commentary. So that's my whole purpose for today. And I'll probably stream for what, probably 5, 6 minutes, 5, 6 minutes longer. But yeah, actually, believe it or not, I do have some notes for today. So people that are a lot more prestigious than myself, a lot of those storm center gurus. Let's read what they got to say, because obviously I'll be taking notes every time there's an event like this, and I'll take a ton of notes tomorrow. Usually I take like 2 pages of notes, but like I said, I was running out of time today, so I just have like half a page, but should be adequate. But yeah, like I said, that 10% tornado risk is in Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And we have 30% win risk. And guess what? Also Memphis, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Bartlett, Tennessee, South Haven, Missouri. And we got a 30% significant hail. So that's 30% hail that is bigger than 2 inches in diameter. And that's going to be, once again, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, Clarksville, Tennessee, and Jackson, Tennessee. That tornado and hail risk area is just about the same, but the significant hail risk area is slightly bigger, slightly bigger. And I'll read you guys what the SPC has for today. Severe thunderstorms are likely today across a frontal zone from the southern plains into the lower Mississippi and Tennessee valleys. The most concentrated corridor for severe potential should be focused on the Arklatex across the Mid-South into Middle Tennessee. Large hail, damaging winds, and a few strong tornadoes are possible. Now, also, I wanted to quickly go over the timing when we're probably going to be at the peak for today, and that is going to be 3 to 8 p.m. Central Time. So we're probably in the middle of the outbreak, and it's going. I do want to emphasize it's not going to end at 8 o'clock p.m., but the storms will probably start to fizzle out a little bit during that time after 8 p.m. Appreciate saying that the sunglasses are cool. Believe it or not, I get a lot of people who say these sunglasses are cool. And if you want to find sunglasses like Dakota Storms, go to Walmart and go to the sunglass section. And they are, I've showed this probably 4 times on stream because people love the sunglasses. And I love that they love the sunglasses. They're called Panama Jacks. Now, I'll be honest, this is probably going to be the thumbnail for the video because for some reason, that's what it chooses. Whenever I show my sunglasses, that's the thumbnail. For some reason, it is what it is. But and also, I wanted to talk a little bit about, again, large tornadoes are possible today. And again, the same areas are kind of getting impacted as of late. You know, it's just been that train of storms. Boom, 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 over and over again. And it's just hitting those same communities, been hammered already, and it's just terrible to see. You hate to see it for those people. Obviously, got to start praying for them and hoping that if anything, maybe that this can bring the communities together and start working together and get them towards that point where I don't know, where they all work together for the greater good, hopefully. But yeah, obviously, I do want to emphasize again, tomorrow's looking absolutely absurd again. Moderate 15% skin risk. So there's probably going to be monster tornadoes that you see again in the videos. I know yesterday there's multiple videos of just huge tornadoes. So probably going to have that happen again. Hopefully that one doesn't upgrade to a high risk because we've already had enough high risks, but we will. I mean, it's just been super active. Tim Higgum says, I think this is so weird. I definitely believe weather manipulation. Oh, sorry. No, I got sidetracked. I think this is too weird. Definitely believe weather manipulation this week. I've seen that theory floated on quite a bit this week just because it has been extremely active. One storm after another, just hitting those same areas. And obviously, my knowledge on all this type of stuff is far not nearly as good to be like saying everything about it yet, but I definitely agree with Tim. This is a weird situation, at least. That's what I'll say. It's a weird situation. And like I said, I just hope for these people in these communities that they can rebuild. And hopefully, if tornadoes are going to continue to happen, maybe they're going to start just going around people's houses, hopefully. Is that going to happen? There's probably not. There's probably going to be people impacted by this Mother Nature because it's unpredictable. But yeah, hopefully this just ends soon. for those people in those areas. I don't want to say too much, but I do believe that this insane series of severe weather is going to end pretty soon. At least not end, but have a break, a little bit of cushion. Because after the day 4 risk, there's no slight risk right now for day 5. That could change, but then day 6 on the SBC outlook says potential too low. So that tells me I don't think we're going to have a huge outbreak on day 6, or even probably day 5. So we might finally be getting at the end, light at the end of the tunnel for all these people in these communities. Once again, um, if you're looking for ways to help support these people who have lost legitimately everything, there's a lot of good fundraisers for these people. I believe Ryan Hall Y'all has that Y'all Squad, where he has plenty of opportunities to help those people in need. You can donate to them. I obviously don't have any foundations as of right now. Maybe one day when I'm a bigger YouTuber, I have more of an audience. But right now, I would just say completely just redirect. I just completely redirect you to these bigger communities that can better allocate these sources. Storm insurances continue to rise. Yeah, that is the one thing too. Insurance companies are probably, what's the word? Foaming at the is that the right phrase? Foaming at the mouth from these storms. There's a lot more, and I hope that's not what they're thinking, but there's a very high chance that that is what they're thinking, because a lot of people in this country, their biggest goal is how to make money and how to best serve themselves. So unfortunately, that's the selfish attitude the most of the country seems to have, especially with the people up there in power. But yep. That being said, I'll get you guys about 1 to 2 more minutes of chats, whatever you want to shoot in. Feel free to do so. But that's about all the weather content that I have for today. If you do want to watch the live streams for the storms, again, the usuals are live. Brandon Kopic had an awesome tornado video yesterday. Check Brandon Kopic out. Actually, hold up. I almost forgot. There is one more thing we got to talk about. One more thing. Here from my North Dakota area, for my fellow North Dakotans, we have a snow system coming up here. It's going to vary a lot. There's going to be some areas that are going to get like 1 inch. There's going to be some areas getting like 2 inches, and there's going to be some that could get up to 7 inches. So if you're in that central, south central North Dakota, be ready for the snowfall. It's going to be tonight and into the morning. And this is definitely probably going to be a little bit bigger of a deal than this last snowstorm for people like in Bismarck and Dickinson and those areas in between, because this last one, it had so much rain, but we are going to get down to cold enough temperatures where we can actually get to precipitation. The ground is very warm, so it will take a bit for it to cool down. But we will have a series where it will rain for a bit, then it'll turn to freezing rain, and then it will just snow, and it should accumulate a couple inches. I don't imagine that we're going to get that 7 in most areas. Definitely not, but there's going to be some regionally large amounts in some different areas of North Dakota. Obviously, if this turns into a bigger issue, I'll do a live stream, of course. It's not looking like we're in a winter storm warning or anything, or watch or anything, just that winter weather advice. But it's looking like we could have some bad conditions. Tim Higgum says 92 in Texas now, and it is humid. Was Texas in the severe weather threat today? I know it wasn't in the enhanced, but Texas may have been in that slight risk for today. I think it was, and I think Texas was. They had other area risk for, I believe it was hail. So if you're in that area, Tim, watch out for that. There's a good chance you have already heard about that, but in case you haven't, there is parts of Texas that are going to be under the gun for all severe weather threats uh, tomorrow for SA. Okay. I Yeah, I'll have to look for sure. Usually, I just look at the biggest risk areas. So I'll have to look again, but yeah, definitely active weather all for that southern area. And beach weather in North Dakota. Oh, I don't know quite at beach weather. Right now we're at, what is it, 40 degrees? No, it's not even 40. Yeah, it's probably 40 degrees out here. So I am wearing shorts, but my legs are getting they get a little bit chilly out there. Nothing crazy though. You definitely kind of get used to it, but I think tonight and into tomorrow it's going to stoop down to the 20s. So yeah, we'll have a lot more of that light fluffy snow. Could see some drifting, but with that being said, that's about all I got for you guys. Like I said, if there's something that needs to be recorded tomorrow, then I will do so. Um, and obviously, I will be live for the severe or tornado outbreak. I'm not going to be like the Ryan Hall y'alls though and be live for 6 hours, but I will be live for at least a little bit of time to give you guys some coverage. Thank you for everyone who's been sitting in the streams, liking, commenting, subscribing. Once again, it's just huge for the channel. Really helps get me that boost in that algorithm. It helps me put myself out there for other people to find me. Tim Higgum says definitely shorts weather. Yeah, 100%. Like when you're going from like that 20 degrees and you're jumping up to like 40s, then it gets to that point where you just got to put on the shorts and enjoy it, because it's going to get cold again. But I will say we're going to have some amazing, beautiful weather here in North Dakota coming in next week. We're going to have, I believe it's going to be 60s, and it's going to start around Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. So I'll probably post about that too, although that's not super interesting and crazy weather. But I will definitely I'll give you guys an update. And I will be going outside enjoying that beautiful weather. And for a long time now, like Dickinson, Bismarck, Jamestown, Fargo, Grand Forks, all of us are going to be missing that precipitation, and it's just going to be warm and dry, which the dryness is going to suck for some people because we do have a pretty bad drought down that western North Dakota border, probably right about that Dickinson, north of the Dickinson, Williston areas. Uh, Hopefully you guys get a lot more precipitation over there. Um, Mobridge. I don't think Mobridge is in that bad of a drought. I think I could check on that though. Maybe I'll start making some drought updates too, because I know there's several parts of the United States that are in some actually pretty horrendous droughts. It's not just North Dakota, that's for sure. You missed South Dakota weather. It's like North weather, but a little bit better. Not as cold, and maybe a little bit more hot during the summers. Although North Dakota has, weirdly enough, I think one of the top 10 highest, or top 10 or 15 highest temperatures recorded for all-time highs in the United States. And then we have the lowest, probably top 3 lowest for temperatures recorded in the United States. So yeah, North Dakota is probably one of the most bipolar states in terms of temperature. That's for sure. So South Dakota is a little less bipolar. You guys get a little bit more severe weather to compensate for it, though. Mobridge is 30 miles from North Dakota border. So yeah, you guys are probably still in that drought risk. If it is where my head is like mapping out at, because that just whole line there is just not a great situation. And you just gotta feel for those farmers, because those farmers really need that precipitation. And then you get them burn bans too, which are no good. I'm not a fan of the burn bans, that's for sure, because I like to shoot off some like fireworks. So hopefully We don't got nothing like that. But with that being said, I think that's about all the weather I got for you guys today, and I will give you guys another chance for like one more minute of chats. Just because I was just like yapping, I guess, for a little while there. Good day, Tim Higgum says. Thank you. You as well. You have a good one, man. Thanks again for showing up. You're kind of becoming one of the usuals in the chat here. So I appreciate you coming in again and talking. And everyone else, shout out to Tim Higgum, Eram Khan, Jasper Juarez, Gummy Bears 22, Rua. Oh wait, yeah, that says Rua, I think. And yeah, and everyone else who was in the chat that didn't comment or anything. Appreciate all you guys too. And Tim says, sure, being a South Dakota native. Yeah, appreciate you. Definitely, we're the Dakotas sticking together. But with that being said, I'm gonna go quick get in a workout for about 30-40 minutes, and then see what I do from there. Maybe I'll make another video later. We'll have to see what happens with this tornado event currently ongoing. Again, if you guys want to keep watching, look at the Ryan Hall y'all streams, Reed Timmer, Brandon Kopic, Jaden Poppenheim, and there's probably so much more. But thanks again, guys.